Alright, hello everybody. This is my digital awareness project. Apologize for the raspy voice or if it's quiet at times. Just getting over a cold. Alright, so what is a digital footprint? Essentially, it is anything that can be about yourself on the internet. It can be anything you posted or anything that others posted about you. Somehow it's related to you. Digital footprints can be searched by something as simply as typing your own name on Google. Like David Polgar said, it's on Mass Appeal. The dictionary.com definition of a digital footprint is one's unique set of digital activities, actions, and communication that leaves a data trace on the internet or on the computer or other digital device and can identify the particular user or device. Alright. So digital footprint impact can feature obviously my career, students, other coworkers that might even look at my digital footprint. This could make or break my chances to make a good first impression with other coworkers or employees. Anyone I meet in my future career can trace where I've been in the world, who I've been with, what activities I'm interested in. This can be a positive thing if I've been responsible in terms of what I've let others see my digital footprint. So for example, if I were to like a bunch of pro-education, pro-teacher pages on Facebook, future coworkers and employees, and even students, etc., can see how invested I am in making an impact in my students' life and how involved I am in the education system. Okay, steps to present a positive digital footprint. The first step I would take is simply Googling myself to see what's out there and to take anything not good about myself down, especially if myself or one of my friends posted it. Then I will dig a little deeper into my own digital footprint to see if I can find anything unappealing to my image as a teacher as well as a person. And the last thing I would do now to ensure a positive digital footprint is to update my footprint with my interest and hobby. For example, I would update my LinkedIn or Facebook pages to represent my current interests. What actions can I take with my future learners to help facilitate a positive development in their digital footprints? One of the first steps I can think of to take with my future learners is to have a conversation about what a digital footprint is and how it can affect you personally. I might show a video that describes this or do a mock digital footprint by researching somebody's digital footprint whom I've already looked into to see if everything is appropriate. This gives the students a chance to actually look into someone's digital footprint and see how it might impact that person. Alright, effects in a P12 school. One of the biggest ways that I can think of how the use of technology and information affects P12 schools is by allowing more of what is going on in or connected to the school in many levels, whether that be socially, ethically, legally, basic humanity level. All of these aspects would be more public and accessible to the public because of this because of our new technological advances in today's society. Obviously, it's really easy for things to go viral on the internet, both good and bad. So P12 school and their staff needs to be aware of their school's digital footprint and the vast web of people connected with that school. How this research and my thinking connects to the standards. This research and my thinking of digital footprints, I believe, connects to many of our standards, but in a broad sense. More specifically, it connects to these two standards. The H2 standard, as stated, says a teacher must understand how students learn and develop and must provide learning opportunities that supports a student's intellectual, social, and personal development. The teacher must demonstrate knowledge and understanding of concepts related to technology and student learning. This standard connects to our research because a teacher must understand and know how to manage their own digital footprint in order to teach students how to effectively manage their digital footprint, which is related to the students' intellectual, social, and personal development. Another standard that my thinking and this research relates to is the 10M standard. It states a teacher must be able to communicate and interact with parents or guardians, family, school colleagues, and the community to support student learning and well-being. The teacher must understand the social, ethical, legal, and human issues surrounding the use of information and technology in PK-12 schools and apply that understanding in practice. Obviously, teachers have to be good at creating personal relationships, not only with their students, but with their students' families and other community members. Part of this is promoting a positive digital footprint for myself, so that when my students' family members or students themselves look me up, they don't see anything that might rub them the wrong way or give them a bad impression of my values as a teacher, or more importantly, as a person. What is digital citizenship? I believe digital citizenship is similar to regular citizenship, but simply over the internet. When a person has citizenship to a place, they are given certain universal rights that everyone in that place has. Howard Gardner states that there are 5 ethical issues that provide a framework for a person's digital citizenship that are identity, privacy, ownership, trustworthy, and participant. According to dictionaryreference.com, digital citizenship is defined as a person who develops the skills and knowledge to effectively use the internet and other digital technologies, especially in order to practice responsibility in social and civic activities. Digital citizenship role as an educator. I would associate this concept. What is my digital citizenship role as an educator? I believe the role as an educator is to ensure that every student's digital citizenship is respected and maintained when students are using technology. First off, I do not want any of my students to be victim of or instigators of cyberbullying. I believe that I am to prepare students to be good citizens as well as good digital citizens, which includes many of the same attributes. What actions can I take with my future learners to facilitate positive digital citizenship? I would associate this concept of creating a positive digital citizenship of my students with the conversation about leaving a good digital footprint. Some of the questions I would ask my students are, how are the two similar? How are the two different? How does digital citizenship differ from regular citizenship? And how can you personally stay committed to being a good digital citizen? Digital citizenship affects P-12 schools on a social, ethical, and human levels. The use of digital citizenship affects P-12 schools on these levels because it is very similar to regular identity and mission of the school. According to commonsensemedia.org, 92% of kids go online daily, which is only going to increase in the future. Because so many kids go online, P-12 schools have to ensure that they are providing students the right structure and foundations for being good digital citizens. How does this research and thinking connect to our standards? My thinking and this research of being a good digital citizen goes hand in hand with having a good digital footprint and being a good regular citizen. I believe leaving a good digital footprint falls under the realm of being a good digital citizen. Where digital citizenship expands from digital footprint is that when people start interacting with each other via the internet. Again, Standard 10M states that a teacher must be able to communicate and interact with the parent or guardian, family, school colleagues, and the community to support student learning and well-being. The teacher must understand the social, ethical, legal, and human issues surrounding the use of information and technology in PK-12 schools and apply that understanding in practice. These digital interactions with parent, guardians, families, school colleagues, and the community all make up a person's digital citizenship, and whether or not it is leaving a positive impact on the digital world. Reflection. Implications of digital footprints and digital citizenship. More specifically, student learning. Digital footprints and citizenships affect student learning in the same way regular expressions or situations affect students. Except for, I believe that it's more impactful because rarely, once they're online, they'll never go away, as we've learned about before. For future educational practices, I believe that I'll have to incorporate more focus on digital footprints and citizenships of my students because it can be a wonderful tool to create a positive classroom community.